We are delighted to be joined by Emily Peasgood and Anna Hester and the North Cambridge Songs Project and Workshops. Now, there's actually more than two of you here. Can we introduce yourself? We'll start the far corner. You, Emily,
yes.
Say hello.
Hello, I'm Emily Peasgood, and this is
Danny Oshoba.
I'm Caitlin DeVere.
And I'm Anna Hester.
Welcome, all of you. Now, tell us about this project, because it's a book, which we have in front of us, actually, quite a substantial book. It's called Songs and Verses from North Cambridge by Emily Peasgood and the North Cambridge community. Tell us about this. Emily, do you want to give us a rundown?
Yeah, the rundown is that I was approached to create a temporary artwork in North Cambridge, and I thought, I'm not doing that. I'm going to make something that's really quite permanent. And it's inspired by the folk song revival, where people would go into communities and capture songs that were only shared orally and pop them in books, record them so they wouldn't be lost. And I thought I'd love to do a project like this, where I do this with folk song creation today. And all of the songs in this book, and there's 34 of them, they capture unsung characters and stories that would otherwise be lost of local people.
That is a great idea. It's capturing real history, not the politics and that kind of thing, the real history of the place, isn't it?
Yeah, it's the heritage of North Cambridge, in fact. Because I don't think of heritage in terms of museums, but I think of it in terms of people and culture and community.
Yeah, it's far more interesting hearing what a ploughman ate in a sandwich than it is hearing about whether the Whigs were in power at the time.
Absolutely. I mean, we've got songs with the words May Supermarkets in it. And what more could you want?
Brilliant. And are you an artist by profession then, if you were asked to do this project?
Yeah, I actually make sound installations in ancient burial sites, and this is a different strand to my practice.
Wow.
Which is, I grew up in the folk circuit in Grimsby, and I've always sung folk songs. That's where I started being interested in music. So that's one strand, but normally I'm knee-deep in mud in a National Heritage property making the walls sing.
And the rest of you, how did you get involved in this project then? Would you like to tell? Yes, Caitlin.
I write with Emily quite a lot as a collaborative lyricist, and I helped with a little bit of editing on some of the songs, and that's really all of my involvement until today, when I've been lucky enough to be invited to join in with the singing. I'm happy to be here.
I'm a sound artist assistant, so I basically work with Emily on whatever she asks me to do. But it's really good fun to sort of be involved in sort of getting experience that you don't sort of get for paid wage anywhere else. So yeah.
And Anna, how about you?
Well, I first heard about the project at Cambridge Folk Club, and they didn't say much. They just said, Emily Peasgood, this really amazing composer, is going to do a project. And I thought, okay, I'm going to email her and see if I can get involved. And I was lucky enough to become one of the songwriting team and coach lots of other people writing songs. So it's an amazing experience.
Yeah, when I heard Anna's stuff, I thought, yes, please, I'll have a bit of that. She's lovely.
And we're going to hear some of your stuff soon, actually, aren't we?
Yes, you are.
Would you like to play the first piece that you're going to sing for us, actually?
Yes, I'll explain the song. It's a song that I wrote after receiving an email from a traveller who lives on Fenn Road. And it's about how he feels that the community are always blamed for all the wrongs that go on in the area. And so I wrote this little song, and we're going to do a segment from it, a couple of verses and a chorus. I have lived on Fenn Road for more than 25 years. We are deeply ashamed of what's happening. It's the fault of some youngsters, young men in their prime, and their actions, they know what they're doing. One bad apple can taint the whole barrel, it's true. And we're all just as bad as each other, they say. But we can't bear the blame for what we didn't do. And a man's not an apple to be thrown away. A few bad apples, a few
Very
Now,
nice. Very good.
you're running workshops here at the Folk Festival. Are you doing them
Yes.
every morning?
We are doing them every morning, and we've got one left tomorrow in the Den at 10:30.
And are you writing more songs from that, or are you just working with the songs that you've already got?
We're doing a mixture of things. We're not writing new ones, but we are giving books to people if there's any left. And they're free, by the way, and all the songs in them,
Whoa.
this is quite an unusual thing, they're all public domain, which means people can perform them without a licence and not have to pay a fee. I mean, we don't get paid for that
open
either.
Source songs,
It's open
then.
source songs, all
Yeah.
of them, yeah, and it's a really special thing. But we're doing these workshops at 10:30 with people coming along singing songs from the book, and we do have a performance as well tomorrow afternoon.
Well, it's a
Are we allowed to
gorgeous
speak
book.
about the performance?
Oh,
Where-
absolutely.
Where is it?
It's in the club tent just after 5:30. It's the first performance in the Black Fen Club session,
Oh, very nice.
and we have extra special performers from the local area who've written some songs, including one about a very angry swan coming along
Oh,
to sing. Yeah, Mr. Asbo.
Asbo, yes.
Asbo, the hooligan swan. Has,
Famous
yeah,
song.
we've got special T-shirts made and everything in honour of that swan.
so anyone can come along who's at the festival, or comes
Absolutely.
along and join in with that.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, they're going to get to come along in the morning. We're going to sing a bit of Mr. Asbo actually in
Excellent.
preparation for the afternoon.
So what are you going to sing next?
Anna is going to just tell you about this song called Chesterton Allotment Society, and she'll perform a bit.
So this is a song contributed by Liz Hewlin. Liz describes herself in our book as a granny who plays lots of musical instruments. I think that she's very modest. I think Liz was heavily involved in the Cambridge Folk Club back in the day and is just an invaluable member of the musical community here. So this is a song about her allotment, and I think it's quite radical because apparently women having allotments has shot up in the last 5 to 10 years. So yeah, we're going to do verse and a couple of choruses for you. There is a field in a secret place, split into many lots. Asparagus grows and rhubarb waves, and seeds germinate in pots. The road goes off from Union Lane, the gate's hidden from the road. Its curved road hides the entrances, allotment society's abode. Do come along with us today, armed with a fork and a rake. Come and pick the strawberries, put seeds in the beds we make. Oh, come along with us today, armed with a fork and a rake. Come and pick the strawberries, put seeds in the beds we make.
Absolutely gorgeous. Again, your singing voices blending together are beautiful. Absolutely.
Oh, thank you. That's a
beautiful.
very new thing as of this morning.
Really?
That just
Yeah,
shows.
we
So
just
this
had a little
has
practice
happened
today.
through the workshops then, really? Or you've been working together anyway?
Yeah, we came together, the three, me, Danny and Kate, and Anna's joined us today, and I just thought, because Kate and Danny are such lovely singers, they've got to be involved, so we had a practice, and there you go.
And will this project continue in a different form, or is it kind of, this is the book and then you'll move on to
We would
something else?
like to find a pot of money to record the whole book as a double album with the local people.
That would be great.
That would be so special.
Yeah.
And there are going to be other songwriting projects that I'm leading one with Kate actually together, and we're going to be going around the UK hopefully and capturing songs in all of these communities that are falling into the sea
Oh, yes.
before they're lost forever.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Brilliant.